Okay, so because we need to buy M goods and Z goods, let's go one step further back here. What do you need to buy all this stuff? What do you need to buy all this stuff? Oh, no problem, Mitch. Yeah, thank you for typing in the answer about the gym membership. So I'll throw it out. Gym memberships, shoes, piano lessons. What do you need? How do you do these things? Yeah, money. Thank you, Mackenzie. You need money, right? And how do you get money? How do most people get money? They earn it through an income. So we move back here. Oh, let's use it. Let's make this green. Y, Y sub T represents income. Okay. So income does not have to be just earnings. Earnings. But that's for many people, that's how we make money, right? We earn it. It could be through other types of programs such as disability insurance, unemployment insurance. It could be the COVID emergency funds that people were getting. It could be child tax credits that we got. It could be Andrew Yang's universal basic income. These are all the things I just mentioned are all policies. And as you're going to see, they all filter through income. We buy more stuff. Maybe it makes us happier. Okay. So lots of policies have implications in this model. Okay. So it could be through earnings. It could be through programs. It could be through other investments. Okay. My girlfriend sold a house that she had owned for a number of years, and she is a veteran. And as a veteran, she can trade stock at discounted, kind of discounted. I'm sorry. One second. I'm spotlighting my video. She can do stock trades with low or zero transaction costs, and she's gotten quite good at doing some day trading. And so she took a lot of the funds from her house and she has invested it in 3 really, really good stocks. Do I have any stock people in here that wish they would have put money in a few companies a few months ago? Does anyone want to name a few companies that you wish that you would have invested in if you had some money?
Yeah, I'm about to say if splits just happened with Apple and Tulsa.
Apple, Tesla,
Tesla.
Ryan mentioned Zoom. Amazon before COVID. Yeah, these are all tech stocks. And we're going through this structural change where we're becoming more online beings. Well, back to my girlfriend. Before the splits, she put some money into Zoom a while back, Tesla, and Apple. So she's doing pretty well. She owes me, she's paying for dinner when we go out. Anyways, so investments can certainly enhance your income if you have the means to do that. Okay, so investments, income. We need income to buy our inputs, right? So more income, more ability to buy better shoes, and more ability to buy our piano lessons. Okay. Now we get into, so that's kind of the process of health as a consumption good, as something that we desire. We have income constraints. Okay, this is typically a constrained aspect, so I'll put this note over here. Time is scarce, but so is our income. Income is also scarce. Okay. In economic lingo, we call these constraints. We are time and income constrained. Okay. Okay. So that's kind of the process of demanding health and health goods. Okay. Just one more aside here. It's hard to get your mind around when we're saying we demand health. All right. It's kind of a nebulous concept. We don't really have a measure for it, but that's why I said go back to thinking about if there is a immunity level, if there is a health robustness level. It's a level of some kind of overall health. And that's not something we think about every day. So, try to think about what does health capital mean? What is it referring to? And it's these overall, some kind of overall general health index of yourself, right? Looking at everything from your knees to your eyes to your teeth to your immunity. What's all these things that are meaningful to you? What does that mean? So here's an example, and it's other than maybe a immunity level, which I don't know is quite true. It's not how it's bandied about to sell things is not accurate, but there are different levels of immunity. But another example is my health insurance score, or what they call my real age. Okay, so I have to do this. I have to answer this questionnaire for my health insurance. If I do things, or if I lie about them and say that I don't drink as much as I do and I run more than I do, I don't lie. I'm not lying. That's on video. Don't say I'm a lie. In health insurance company, I'm not lying. I don't drink very much, and I run a lot. And yes, I go to the dentist twice a year and the eye doctor, and my mental health is great. Okay, so I say all these things accurately and truthfully to the insurance company. And what they do is they take these answers and they say what your so-called real age is. So comparing you to other people of your age, how are you doing in terms of these inputs, weight, heart rate, all these things. And so last time I did it, my actual age is 43. My insurance said that my real age was something like 37. Because I run and I'm generally I'm fortunate to have good mental health and things like that. So that's the closest thing to an overall score that I can think of. So if something happened to me and I lost my job, I'd be stressed out and I wouldn't be able to buy those good running shoes. What do you think would happen to that overall score? It would get worse, right? If I started drinking more, things like that, my overall health score would be worse. Instead of having a real age of 37, I might have a real age of 48, right? Based on these indicators. So that's, when I say we have a demand for health, that's the type of thing we have a demand for. That robustness, that feeling younger is something we want in and of itself, but we also demand the goods to help us attain that. Okay, so thinking about these questions is super important. Okay, so that's the consumption side. The second side is production. Okay, now here's where production comes in. I'll use a different color here. What do we need? So I asked, okay, what do you need to get health? What are the types of goods you get? Someone mentioned gym membership. What do you need to get to that gym membership, the MT? You need income. What do you need to work in a job? What do you have to do to work in a job? Somebody's not just going to throw money at you, although that would be nice, but nobody's going to do that. What do you have to put in? Time, right? Your time not only goes towards health and other things, but you have work time, okay? You have got to put time into income. How do you what's one thing that can take away time? Being sick. Kids, yeah, kids can certainly take away time. So our time, again, I mentioned otherwise, it's constrained. One thing that helps us create more time to work or be with kids is being healthy. If I happen to have if I happen to be immune compromised and I feel I can't go into work, my time is lessened. Okay. And so there's not necessarily maybe think that I have to look for treatments or I have to do something to get that health back. So I'm giving you kind of the negative aspects, which are sometimes beyond our control. There are some positive aspects, though. If I'm living healthier, again, I may survive an injury and be able to go back to work earlier. So health is not only is time allowing us to get better health, but better health also increases the amount of time we can spend doing other stuff. And it's through this. As my time spent being healthy goes up, my time being sick goes down. Okay, so as T header H goes up, if I'm spending more time being healthy, sick time should go down in general. And again, sick time may go up because of things beyond our control. But overall, time is made up of different things. It's made up of the time we spend in health activities. God, I cannot do that H, can I? In health activities, plus time being sick, plus time working, plus time being with kids or whatever. Okay, so you use these superscripts to mention what aspects of time we're talking about. And again, time can only be 24 hours a day. We can't. Economists typically say time is our most scarce resource. Okay, even rich people only have limited amounts of time. So, health investments should, I'll make this just a separate different color to indicate these health investments give us more time to make income. They also give us more time to feed into being with our families. Thus, the production of health, spending time in the production of health, generates more time that can be healthy and less time, more specifically, less time being sick. That allows for more time to work and produce the means to achieve more health. And it also gives more time to do this other stuff. Okay. So in other words, health and time also allow us to produce, to work, which allows us to make income, which then feeds back into buying healthier things, which then leads to more health itself, which leads to higher well-being. This is the health as a production. Okay. So you're starting to see this is a complex model. It has many things going on, but hopefully, as I'm explaining it, it should make intuitive sense. Okay. So hopefully that lays out the concepts, and now reading this stuff will be a bit more easy to comprehend. All right, let's